selling drugs to my people. I don't like thug gang banging. It's so evil, this thing. I don't like brother killing brother. I don't like and poor excuses for a mother. I don't like. Greetings, fam. This is Holly Hood with another edition of Hood News. And I want to talk today about Chief Keef. He got arrested over the weekend down in Miami. And how many arrests does this make for this kid? Well, I don't even know, but let's go into the video because I got a lot to say about it. Okay, Chicago rapper Chief Keef was detained in Miami on Saturday. And according to police reports, they witnessed a passenger, Cortez McElrath, in Chief Keef's car, get out at a red light and go to a gray Altima stopped behind them. And McElrath allegedly handed someone in the vehicle a bag with a green leafy substance, according to the report. I wonder if that was oregano. Maybe they were going somewhere to cook. Upon seeing the cops, the suspect reportedly attempted to run back into Chief Keef's green McLaren. Now, this is the car that this Keef has been flaunting on social media. Let me just give you a little background for those of you who do not know. The cheapest edition of this car is $250,000. That's the cheapest one you can get. First of all, why would you be doing criminal activities in a car of that magnitude? In New York, they take your vehicle. If you get busted for drugs in New York, kiss your car goodbye. Nevertheless, the officers placed McElrath in handcuffs, and then they held Chief Keef, whose real name is Keith Cozart, at taser point as they waited for backup. Now, this is another interesting thing because had he just been your average black kid, he would not have been held at taser point. He would have been held at gunpoint. But I'm sure when the cops saw, they probably ran a check. I'm pretty positive they ran a license check before they pulled him over. So they knew who he was. And this is why he was given certain courtesies. And this is something, you nigglets who imitate these rappers, you're not going to get the same kind of treatment. You're not going to be in the celebrity wing of Rikers. You're not going to be held at taser point. If you'll be lucky if you don't get shot. They said the boy was running. Do you know that's the #1 reason the cops shoot people? Their favorite line is "Stop or I'll shoot." Anyway, the police conducted a search and they found marijuana in the Altima, as well as a cup filled with a syrupy liquid. Surprise, surprise. Better known as scissorp. Now, this is the other thing. You've got lean and weed up in the car. Why would you bring attention to yourself? Not to mention that you shouldn't be doing that when you're on the road. You're under the influence and you're driving. So not only do you put your idiot self at risk, you put others at risk. Now, the cop's description of what he looked like is pretty just pitiful. They said he had bloodshot, watery, droopy eyes and mush mouth. This guy has a couple of kids, 2 or 3. I don't even know how many. I lost count, but with different women. You birds must really be desperate to lay down with someone with bloodshot, watery, droopy eyes and mush mouth. Ooh. This is the same person who also named his son after his record company's website, including the .com. So you're going to have this boy beat up all through school and made fun of because you were sipping lean when you gave him his name. And the baby mama is guilty as hell. How could you let him do that to a child? On a more serious note, he was previously investigated by police for his connection to the murder of rapper Lil JoJo. And I saw Lil JoJo's mother in an interview, and she said if he didn't pull the trigger, he certainly paid someone to have it done. He's got violent tendencies. You know, earlier this year, he and another crack baby, one of his friends, beat up his producer, Ramsey the Great. And back in 2013, now this is where the problem starts because the leaves don't fall far from the tree. He posted an Instagram picture of him, his mama, and his cousin, Frito, posing while flashing gang signs of the O Block street gang, which is an affiliated faction of the Black Disciples, for those of you who keep up on this. You know, I have to say, you know, the Bible speaks about generational curses. And at some point, folks, we need to break the curse. After seeing his mama throwing up gang signs, that right there told me he was either a crack baby or a victim of alcoholic fetal syndrome. Because, Mom, really? You know, and I understand. I get it. You know, you people, you blood in, blood out. You know, you do this stuff for life and gangster for life. And, you know, but really, folks, what are you doing? Not only are you dragging yourselves and your children to hell, but you're dragging along others, other people's kids who look up to these idiots. Now, I can't front. His one and only hit that I recall, I really liked. I don't like. Those things I don't like. Fake this, you know, the N-word and the curses aside, it actually was pretty catchy. Well, here's something, Keef, I don't like. I don't like that you are in photos with guns promoting violence. I don't like that you are beating up people, jumping people, which is a punk move. Because if you were really, yeah, I said it, I'll say it again. It's a punk move. When you jump people with someone else, why does it take two of you? If you were a real man, you'd go one-on-one. But if you were a bigger man, you wouldn't even go there. This person, you hired this person to produce your songs. You get mad, you don't like what he does? Fire him! That's going to hurt him more than beating him up. And then he's on Instagram talking about how he's going to get into your riches. Things I don't like is that you're out raw dogging and having all these kids, and who knows what's happening. You know, these girls, they don't sit in the hood waiting for your tour bus. So chances are the same way they raw dogged you, they raw dogged that dude in the hood. You know, there's hood cats that are making money too. Maybe not long like yours, but my point is that, you know, forget disease and AIDS and all that. Just spiritually, brother. You're young now. I think he just turned 21, if I recall. And you're still in the game. You're still alive. Unlike JoJo, you still got life. So you have an opportunity to do better, brother. And I got to tell you that despite whatever you might think of yourself, there are people who don't respect you, who don't give a damn about you. There are people who hate you because of what you've managed to do and what you got. And when you don't have God on your side, you are free game for anybody that wants to target you. And I pray, I got to pray real hard, brother, that you will wake up in this lifetime, because you are a father. And your kids don't need to grow up seeing all the stuff about daddy. Because most kids who come from that gangster lifestyle, it's repetitive. It's a circle. It doesn't end. So on that note, I want to say, you know, that's today's edition of Hood News. I was hoping I could take a break for a couple of days, but I can't, because there's always somebody out there clowning or something going on that I got to tell y'all about. But I will say this in my prayer, and I bring my prayer to Yeshua HaMashiach, Most High. Help the young people to see past this idiocy, to know that you can like someone's music without having to imitate them and do what they say on their records and be, this is promoting bullying, it's promoting violence, it's promoting all sorts of aberrant behavior that the young people who see this, and if you copy it, oh my goodness, you're not going to get the same breaks. I've said this already. Lord, help them to see that this is not a lifestyle. It's a death style. Lord, I pray for the youth. Every day I pray for the youth. You know, I got my teenage grandsons, Lord. I pray for them as they go about doing what they do. My grandson, the only time I can get his attention is on Facebook, because that's where he spends the majority of his time, between that and Instagram and tweeting. That grandma has to say, hey, how you doing when you're coming over? I got to text him. Oh, Lord, the kids are so misguided. Lord, I thank you. I thank you for the subscribers. I thank you for the ability to do the videos. Lord, I thank you for my assignment. And I pray, not just for the youth either, but for all who are lost and misguided. In the mighty, mighty name of Yeshua HaMashiach. Amen. Selling drugs to my people. I don't like thug gang banging. It's so evil, this thing. I don't like brother killing brother. I don't like and pour excuses for a mother. I don't like